What is up, guys? It is Tony here, and today we are doing a AMD value build. This is the extension of the Intel and NVIDIA value builds I did over the last couple weeks. The point of this build is basically to get the best bang for your buck with how much money you spend to still be comparable to the gaming consoles that came out recently while giving you better performance and better future-proof ability down the road. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this build right now. So for the CPU, we're going with the AMD FX 6300. This is the 6-core Vishera processor. This is a very, very good processor for how much you pay. You get 6 cores, you get the ability to overclock, and this is just overall a good package to have. And since we went with an overclockable CPU, we have to get an overclockable board. So this board is overclocking ready and also is Crossfire ready, so down the road you can upgrade to Crossfire if you need to. For the RAM, we went with the pretty simple, basic 2x4GB G-Skill Ripjaws. I mean, this memory is pretty affordable, it's pretty fast, and overall it gets very good reviews, so you can upgrade down the road to 16GB, and it's just overall a good value. Now, of course, for the graphics card, we're going with the Asus R9 270X. These graphics cards kick ass for the price they're at. I mean, these cards are on par with the 760 Ti's, and they're almost up there with the 770s, and it's a pretty good price for where they are. For storage, we had to cut back on the budget a little bit. We went with just a simple 1TB hard drive. You can just put your OS on here. Down the road, you can get an SSD. Down the road, you can get another hard drive. But this is really all you're going to need when you first start out. And for the power supply, we went with something that allows you to crossfire down the road, allows you to add more parts in, including hard drives. It's an 850 watts, so it's pretty much good for SLI and a few extra hard drives. And it's a pretty good price, and it's also Corsair, which is a very good brand. For the case, we went with something a little bit more affordable and a little bit more practical. It's not anything too crazy with a bunch of LED lights everywhere. It's just a nice, good ATX mid-tower that can hold everything you need for a fair price. So there you go, guys. That is the AMD value build. I really quickly want to point out that you guys might have noticed that there is no cooler in this build guide. The reason why I didn't include a cooler and I didn't include a really good case or anything like that is because the point of this build is to get the cheapest prices possible. This build came out with a lot of power in it, with a lot of strength in this build. I mean, you could really game with this thing for the next year or two without not many problems at all on high. But you might want to upgrade your cooler. You might want to put a second graphics card in here. That's all fine. But starting off here with $800, this is a pretty nice build to start on. You know, it's only $300 more than most consoles, and you get a lot more value out of it. Not to mention there's a lot of Steam sales going on right now, which you can take advantage of if you invest into this build. Might even be a good Christmas present to, you know, one of your kids or whatever. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and like it and comment below. We're going to come back with a Crossfire build next week with AMD. For just a little bit more money, we're going to do Crossfire and all-around better parts. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next time.